Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. The Browns at 4-5, a game under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a run here, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by preventing that sack right out of the game.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Deep to return is Calvin Austin.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns 33. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Etienne.
There's some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Travis Etienne.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and he never, I guess.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Leonard. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Joshua Carney on for the field goal.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out right around the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake. Leonard.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
60 Bison. Go.
Etienne up the middle.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Leonard.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Quick throw complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and 4. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Lamb.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw again.
That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
12 yards.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jake Ferguson
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Able to slither by. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Leonard going right side. He finds Slayton. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Fourth down and 1.
At the 60. At the 60.
They run. It's Johnson. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Back to throw.
Leonard.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. incomplete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First down and goal to go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Sampson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
He'll try again. And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Half the 60, half the 60. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
13-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson.
Now he gets free at the left sideline. Inside the 20.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Go! Track at 60. Cowboy.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Savon Rebel. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Up the middle, Johnson.
That's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 48. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to Johnson again.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Tag. Liking 18. Let's go.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no